Hey everybody, welcome to the Algebra 2 Posterous website. Posterous is a place where you can better your mathematics. Mathematics, don't forget, is everywhere. Check out something you can use at Posterous. We got flashcards. Do you know what Mr. West's favorite color is? Guess? Oh, it's green. Just like a flashcard, I flipped it over. Flip it back, flip it over. Next question. Where is Mr. West from? Oh, he's from Boston. I bet you knew that already. Next question. What did Mr. West major in university? Nobody knows? Oh, math. Of course. All right, next one. Where did Mr. West work in Prague? I mean Europe. Oh, the answer is Prague. I messed that one up. Next question. When is Mr. West's birthday? You better all know this. May 3rd. Okay, last question for everybody. What is Mr. West's favorite day of the week? Not Friday, it's Monday. I love Mondays because I love coming back to teach you guys because it's lots of fun. Anyways, Posterous is a website of blogging where I'm going to be blogging different things, and I want you guys also to blog about questions. I will be putting up a blog up here about the practice workbook where I want you guys to watch it and do your practice workbook at the same time. Now, this is probably my worst practice workbook blog, but it only gets better from here. Have a good time. See you later, Mr. West.
Okay, everybody, we're working on 5.6. We're going to list the possible rational zero. The key word is possible. Okay, so it's not the exact ones, but what are the possible rational zeros? Or like if we had a graph, when does it cross the x-axis? Not when it doesn't cross the x-axis. These are not rational. This is rational. This is rational. What are the possible ones? And that's going to be all the factors of 21. Factors of 21 divided by factors of 1. Can you read that? Whatever. All right, so what are the factors of 21? Factors of 21 are going to be 1, 7, 3, 21. What else we got? That's about it. But it's got to be plus or minus, plus or minus, plus or minus, and plus or minus. And factors of 1 is just 1, so it's just plus or minus 1, plus or minus 7, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 21. And that is how we do that. Find all the real zeros. Finding all the real zeros for number 5, well, let's find out the possible factors, which is going to be 8, plus or minus 8, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 1, and plus or minus 4. And we want to synthesize that. And we're going to need some extra paper. So let's synthesize this. Let's take 1, negative 3, negative 6, and 8. And let's use 1 first. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 3, that's negative 2. Times 1 is negative 2. Negative 6 plus negative 2 is negative 8. Times 1 is negative 8. And we have a 0. So therefore, x minus 1 is going to be a factor times x squared minus 2x minus 8. Now we know that we can factor this from the previous chapter. We'll leave this as x minus 1. Well, what multiplies to negative 8 and adds to negative 2? What is it? Negative 4 and 2? Yeah. X minus 4 and times x plus 2. And that is completely factored, but the zeros are actually going to be positive 1, positive 4, and negative 2. And look, those were in the possible ones. So that's how you find those. When we're going to use the graph to shorten the list of possible functions, well, the possible ones are going to be all the factors of 9 divided by all the factors of 4. There's lots. We have 9 and 3 and 1 for 9. But we can have 9 over 1, 9 over 4, and 9 over 2. We can have 3 over 1, 3 over 4, and 3 over 2. We could also have 1 over 4, 1 over 1, and 1 over 2. I broke the pattern there. But that's okay. These are all the different. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have so many different possibilities. But we know we have about this one there. So that's about a half. So we know that a half, where's a half? Probably going to have this one, which is plus. Notice how these are all plus or minus. I forgot that. Plus or minus, whatever. And we're going to have 3. And 9 divided by... Oh, we're probably going to have this one. And we're going to have negative... Well, that looks like negative 3/2. Yeah, negative 3/2. So there we go. And that's how you break it down using a graph. Let's look at these ones. Oh, find all the real zeros of the function. The same way as before. And we'll look at this problem in class, but please look at it. Really, we just have an equation here. And by using A, B, and C, and D, it should all follow through. I expect you all to work on this problem at home. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.